Hello, what's up everybody, welcome to The Division. It has been a while, but I am here in 1.7 to bring you another brand new build that I think is potentially one of the better builds of 1.7. Now, you may have noticed here, I'm using a combination of two different sets as well as the ninja backpack to give me the stand-in piece for each of the sets. This particular setup allows me to get 4-piece alpha bridge, which allows me to get the third talent of my secondary available on my primary and vice versa, and as well as that, it is allowing me to get the third piece bonus for strikers, giving me, as well as stability, additional enemy armor damage, which obviously is very good in this case because I'm utilizing assault rifles. Now, before I get into the build, I just want to show you a couple of pictures, and these are the stats that I got whilst in Last Stand. The first one you are seeing is without any bonuses, without any skills procced. The second one is with both my skills procced, my pulse, my concealed pulse in this case, and booster shot. As you just seen there, the potential firepower for this build is absolutely insane, and please do also keep in mind this is not a min-maxed build. Some of these pieces are downright horrible in the way of rolls, and the perks I have on my weapons is not the most ideal, but they are pretty good. Now, first of all things, let's get into the weapons I'm using. Now, as you see here, I'm using two M4 variants. One being the lightweight M4, which in this case I'm using as a secondary, and for my primary I am using the Lova C. The perks I have on my Lova C are as follows: Talented, Adept, and Fierce. Ideally, Fierce would be rerolled to Brutal, but as you see on screen, Adept is already being rerolled from whatever it was previously. Don't ask me what it was. Probably something utter crap. And if you are wondering how is this weapon modded, here are the mods. Now, onto my secondary. Obviously, the most important perk on your secondary when utilizing the 4-piece alpha bridge is the third talent, because that is going to be applied to your primary. In this case, it is Competent, which will increase my damage whenever I pop my skill, and that is part of the reason why my firepower goes so high when I use my skills in Last Stand or in whatever situation I am in. The other perks that I have on this weapon are Destructive and Unforgiven, just in case you were interested. These are not the best for PvP, more geared towards PvE. Unforgiven's not too bad in PvP, but not the best, as I was saying. And just in case you were interested, here are the mods on my secondary. Now, let's get into what actually makes the build work how it does. You can also see that I've rolled every single piece to firearms. Whilst this works really well for the build, ideally I would like to get my ninja backpack to rolled to electronics, but that is just personal preference and how I like my builds. So, you know, tune your build to how you like your builds to feel. If you feel like you're too squishy, get some stamina in there. If you feel like your skills aren't as good as you would like them, get some electronics in there. And if you like to be a glass cannon madman, then just go with what the build is like right now. Additional information you may want to know is all mods that I am using right now are firearms with health. I would also advise you to do the same. As for the performance mods, I have got two self-heal mods, just so that booster shot's giving me a little bit more of a heal, and two pulse crit hit chance mods to give me that additional crit hit chance whenever I'm using my pulse. In this video, I'm not going to go into the specific rolls on the armor pieces, as I think you should tune them to how you prefer your builds to be, but I will advise you to go for skill haste, as much health as you can, and obviously crit hit chance and crit hit damage. The rest is all up to you. Tune it to however you can pit your build together, or however you like pit your build together. I've already told you that this build is nowhere near in the place that I would like it to be and has much room for for improvement. But let's go over to my character sheet and show you some of the stats there. First off, we're going to go over the critical hit chance and damage. As you see here, I have 18.5% crit hit chance. Keep in mind that will go up by 7.5% whenever I use my skill, so that is 26%. On top of that, I will also get the pulse crit hit chance, which is around 10%, say, so that's 36%, and that's as much crit hit chance as you need, really. Crit hit damage is 58%. This could be a little bit higher. As I said, if I rerolled Fierce to Brutal, it would take away 5% critical hit chance, but I believe we can get away with that in this situation, and it would be a lot more advantageous to have the 15% extra critical hit damage. In this particular build setup, I get 33% enemy armor damage. You could further increase this amount if you choose to go with, say, Destructive, or roll some of the pieces to more tier this build to PvE. As you see here, I only get 7% skill haste. Ideally, this would be a lot higher. I don't have skill haste on my holster or on my chest piece, so this could go up by a further 14%, which would allow you to constantly chain your skills and keep your DPS above 500k, possibly even more in Last Stand, which is definitely more than enough. The last thing I'm going to go over is the armor mitigation. Obviously, this is normalized in the case of Last Stand, but in case you're interested, this particular build has 31.41% weapon damage mitigation. Obviously, as I already said, I have much min-maxing to do with this build. So, tell me, what do you think about this build? I personally am really enjoying using this in Last Stand, and tomorrow I do plan to stream and try it out in PvE, maybe use some different weapons and talent combinations. So if you guys want to tune in and say hi, I'll be streaming from around 8:30 PM GMT till late, so come say hi, even if it is for just a minute or two. I'll appreciate it. And now I've got that out of the way, that's all for this video today. So if you've liked, be sure to leave a like, comment down below your opinion on the build or what you would maybe change, and I'll be sure to take it into consideration and reply to you, maybe start a discussion down there. That would be cool. But anyway, also tell me how you're enjoying 1.7. I'm interested to know. There's been a lot of mixed reactions in the community, as always when it comes to Division, and yeah, so far I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed the build side of things. There is a few other things that I'm not going to mention in this video. If I really want to go into that, I'll make a separate video on it. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.